Again, not a second behind. Eyes open wider than the crow on the wire. Playing stack high, fueled by the fire. Blueprints laid, no cracks in the seams. Future so sharp, it's cutting through dreams. Ply thick, thicker than syrup on the stove. Surviving in the jungle where the weak don't go. Vision prepared, got my mind on the grind. Every move calculated, not a second behind. Stacking up the wins while the world unaware. A king on the rise with my vision prepared. Chessboard moves, not a pawn in the game. Strategy cold like frost on the chain. Stockpiles locked, got the goods in the stash. Ready for the flood or the markets to crash. Tunnel vision sharper than a hawk on prey. Keep the wolves at bay, ain't no sheep in my way. Vision prepared, got my mind on the grind. Every move calculated, not a second behind. Stacking up the wins while the world unaware. A king on the rise with my vision prepared. Darkness brighter than a flare in the sky. Got the tools for the struggle, ain't afraid to try. When the world crumble, I'll still stand tall. Vision prepared, I'm prepared for it all. Vision prepared, got my mind on the grind. Every move calculated, not a second behind. Stacking up the wins while the world unaware. A king on the rise with my vision prepared. But not a second behind.
Welcome, y'all, to MAYHEMIC Thursday. We done made it through the week. We a pinch away from the weekend. It is so good to see everybody. I hope everybody has had an amazing week. Hope everybody's doing well. And it's wintertime, y'all. It's 43, rain, snow, sleet, wet, and everything else going on. In the great state of OH. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all stick around for tonight's show because we're going to have a conversation. And yeah, I got a special guest, y'all. Y'all don't know who it is, but he'll be here in a minute because I want to just say hellos to a couple of folks. Then we're going to kick off this mayhemicness because the world is full of turmoil, shenanigans, and mayhemicness. Yeah. Gulf Coast Prepper, good to see you, my brother. How you doing? He said, so if anyone needs someone to talk to ever, I'm here for you. There you go, my brother. Yeah. Widow's Diary artist and poet. So good to see you. How are you? My man, Scott Hummer's in the building. Loretta, family, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything is good in your part of these great republics. And life is grand where you may be. Rabbit, good to see you. How are you? PJ, welcome in, welcome in. There's that name right there. Greatest name running these YouTube streets, y'all. Coffee first. Always coffee first. Then speak. Yeah, how you doing, Coffee? Hope everything is going well for you. Good evening. Yeah. Billy, so good to see you. How are you? How you doing? Welcome in. Amy King's in the building. Good to see you. Teresa, our resident snitch, and all that good stuff. So, Teresa, tell me, what's the weather forecast for tomorrow? Okay. Yeah. Astantine 85, so good to see you. How are you? I'm going to tell y'all right now, as far as I'm concerned, Astantine 85 has the market cornered on freeze-dried treats. That's all I'm going to say. Allegedly. If you don't know her, and if you don't know, then you don't know. That's all I got for y'all. Advert, good to see you. Bad Bobber's in the building. Loving life, family. She asked, how's our little dogs doing? Are they making Titus waves and cold quakes? Well, I don't know if they're making Titus waves, but he definitely agitates and instigates his bigger brother and is not scared of him one iota, for sure. They will go at it, and I got to break them up. I'm going to buy a referee shirt because that's all they do. They play and they play and they play, but they're doing well, and thank you. OVP, so good to see you, my brother. How are you? How you doing? And everybody else that is joining us tonight for MAYHEMIC Thursday, I appreciate y'all coming out. Did I see my man Yardbird in the building? Yardbirds, you right, bruh. Your comment had me too, because I could have swore it was spelled right, but I did fix it. But I gotta fix it permanently on both sides, and then you and I both can sleep at night peacefully and not misspell one word consistently. So thank you for the heads up on that too, bro. Vet Prep's in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Welcome in. Welcome in, and everybody else. Little old prepper, Kiss Off is in the house, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Cole and Titus, I may have to change the name of my channel to either Batman and Robin, Bone Thugs and Harmony, or the Wrecking Crew, something. Yeah. Oops, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Okay. Tonight, y'all, we're going to talk about the world in 60 minutes. 60 minutes. We're going to dedicate 60 minutes, although I just wasted 8. That's okay. Jason, good to see you, my brother. Welcome in. And I got to give hats off to my guy, my dude, my brother from another mother, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, for the music, for the intro. He put that together for me and sent it to me, and it's we'll see if it works, but appreciate you. Tommy Bites, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. And everybody else, thank you for joining us. There's my personal moderator, the one, the only, Ghost Lincoln, my brother. All right, y'all. Tonight, our special guest is my dude, my guy. I still say mom or dad was somewhere in the vicinity of where his mom and or dad is, because this is truly my brother, my guy, Gypsy. Hello. The one, the only. Welcome to the stage, y'all, with a big hand clap and a massive shout out for the one, the only, Mad Chad himself. What's going on, bro?
What's up, brother? Greetings from the Erie Coast. Yes, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Got my little axe with me. Yeah.
Absolutely. Of course you do. Where that looks familiar. Where'd you get that
Yeah,
from?
yeah, it was a present from a brother of mine. We're
Oh,
still
okay.
friends. It, it, he's Batman. My friend
Okay.
from Batman. Yeah,
Huh. You
yeah.
know Batman.
I do. I do actually. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Ah,
It's no joke, really. Yeah.
okay. Uh, yeah. At least it was Skull. Oki Khan, welcome in.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Skull, everyone. Skull.
Skull.
Mm.
Camo Carl's in
Nice
the
to be here.
building. Good to see you, my brother. How are you? Hope you're doing well. So we're going to talk about the world, because I really want to let everybody know that we're not the only country on fire.
Mm.
We're really not. And we're going to talk about a few things around the globe and bring it home and go from there. But for those in the chat that may not know you, Professor, please introduce yourself.
My name is Mad Shad. I have a YouTube channel here. Been doing a few things for a few years. Touch on everything. Uh, Basically, there's a madness to my method. So reason why they call me Mad Shad. So all my videos are just they're unique to say the least. Yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed that, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna share a secret with y'all. This brother right here, he is intelligent. I mean,
I,
I can sit down with him and we can go deep, and it amazes me. It
uh,
amazes me his outlook on life and things.
well, thank you.
And you're more than welcome, and I appreciate you. Okay, we're gonna go around the globe or go someplace somewhere and
Okay.
talk about a few things and go from there. So first of all, uh, the president of these United Republics apparently has summoned Mayor Mondani to visit the White House.
Mm.
What's your take on that, Professor?
Um, well, we know that there's a lot of theatrics involved, right? So,
Mhm.
all the world's a stage for them, and we're the theater, we're the audience, and so that's how I kind of look at it. Like, hey, I'm gonna bring this guy in and give him a what for, go see the boss kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Uh, you're sitting at you're working in the plant, you're working in the factory, and guess what? The owner wants to talk to you now, right?
yeah,
Stand. Now you got to stand to. You got to go stand to the man. Position attention, whatever, and explain yourself, and hope that you don't get fired. Right? Is
right.
I mean,
Because
that's
they both are diametrically and ideologically opposites.
they say that. Yeah,
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 they say that. Yes.
yeah. I
So
mean,
I,
Modami. He's their poster boy. Their poster boy for the new socialist slash um, ethnic takeover, right? So, you
mhm,
know, um,
mhm,
he's all about that. He's all about that.
mhm.
He's made no bones about his message and his plans to basically turn New York into New Mecca, right?
Right.
So, and of course, he's going to do it through a social Marxist plan, which
Exactly.
that's going to be horrible.
It is. And
Yeah.
for those of y'all that reside in or near New Yorkistan, stand your ground on it. Don't don't cower into what the madness this man starts doing.
Yep.
Okay. Plain
What
and
what
simple.
he brings to the streets. I mean, basically, he's going to defund the police because he already has the police.
Hmm.
He's already
Hmm.
got the Sharia police. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they'll be handling affairs from there. So the police won't even be a thing.
Yeah.
That's just in New York. It's just New York. I mean, we could talk about what was that other place where they had the call to prayer every morning. I mean,
Dearborn, Michigan, or
yeah,
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Yeah.
right. I mean, but that's just very, very small in comparison to what's
Hmm.
going on overseas,
Correct.
right? Britain, there's whole neighborhoods you cannot go into.
Right.
They just you'll get shanked. or
Yeah. Or stoned, whichever one
or
comes.
stoned. Yeah, I mean they like to do some stoning. And it's not just it's funny how it's called replacement migration, right? So it's funny how they do that and they bring in a whole different variety of people, from different areas, but it's always the most brutal ones that hang on and create the change for that country.
Yeah.
So in places like Haiti, those gangs they don't play. It's their way to the highway. We talk about Trinidad Aragua.
Yep.
It's they have worse gangs.
Yes.
And international. You could probably look them up on Interpol. And be like,
Yeah.
whoa, really? Jimmy Teresier and barbecue, What's it
Yep.
called? The J9, the J6. There's so many, and everybody like is doing this overseas, all throughout Europe, all throughout British, the British Isles, all throughout Australia. Australia might have more of a handle on it just because nobody wants to go there. It's kind of out of the way, right?
Yeah.
The big prize is the Western countries like
Yep.
Europe, Britain, United States, and so the rest of the country, Africa. Oh my God! So the, there's so many players in the world that are trying to work this age old tradition of sedition, of subversion. I'm sorry, subversion, right?
Mhm.
Thank you, coffee. Um, and it works. We're watching it in real time
Yeah.
happening to all these other countries and to ourselves. Sub, Subversion 101, and it's going down, folks. It's going down. Now we do have a interesting dichotomy and history of defiance in this country. So uh, they it's going to be a lot longer road for us
Yeah.
unless they want to hit that switch and try to start some kind of crisis and bring us into the world of crisis fold chaos. Um, but I think as a whole, we will weather that storm and come out on top if we play our cards right. So
Absolutely.
and it's still there's still hope for the rest of the world as well because you're already starting to see some pushback.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and all over the country, Ireland, Germany. You're starting to see that, but even though the social media infrastructure. What would you call that? The social media conglomerates, they
Yeah.
paint a different picture. Oh, everything's fine, nothing to see here, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, people that make bad tweets and bad Facebook posts, they get taken to jail.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Exactly. That literally taken to jail and knocked on your door and off you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rescue. Thank you, bruh. Rescue just gifted 5 memberships. I
Boom!
appreciate that, bruh.
Rescue. Man,
Awesome, bruh. I know, Rescue, you made it a great day because that was a decision you made when you woke up this morning. So good to see you. Skull. Hmm. So in to dovetail into that, over in Africa, they are performing genocide on Christians.
yep, yep.
And the Sudan government is denying it. And believe it or not, our president is talking about sending help. Now, what that means, I don't know. Hi, how are you? Y'all's biggest fur nephew just walked into the room.
What
He
the
he just,
gold?
he just comes sauntering in here with his big self. Hi, you good? You must have been fed well by mom. Okay. So, they're killing Christians and assassinating them for their beliefs. And allegedly, the Quran states that
So yeah, we have to be careful too because
yes,
uh, so Muslim, there's like the three pillars, right? There's Buddhism, there's Islam, and then there's Christianity.
yeah,
And then of course, well, I guess you could say Judaism as well. And then of course there's Orthodox Christianity, Orthodox Catholicism. You could actually kind of say that's its own like little religion in itself, right? So uh, the five gems of the world, whatever, and millions, maybe billions of people follow this, right?
yeah.
Not all of them are absolutely radicalized. Not all of them are,
Dude,
uh, you
dude,
know,
dude.
cold quake.
You're doing a 4.0 on the cold scale, okay? So you either got to move or stop. Thank you. He actually moved. That's
So
my
a lot of that plays into their hands if we look at one group and make that assumption, right? Like, oh, they're all bad. All these guys are bad, and all these guys are bad. When in fact, they're imagine you're a Christian, which you are, right? You're a fierce Christian, and
Very
the
much.
rest of the world is saying all Christians are bad and must be, exterminated,
Bring
right?
it.
So the majority of Christians are like, that's not me. I go to church. I'm a fine, outstanding citizen. I do my thing, right? I wish no harm upon no one, but well, okay. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I guess I gotta, do some logging, do some
Yeah.
felling, some hewing.
Yeah. And first of all, Homestead Aquarius, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. As y'all know, and I say, and I'll say it again because I am a fierce Christian. I am not a nice man. I am a good man. And here's the difference. A nice man is going to watch a lady get mugged and then call 911 or go help her after the fact. Okay. A good man is going to walk over there and beat the brakes off of that dude and do what he has to do because he's putting his hands on a lady, first of all. So that is my definition. I am a good man and a fierce Christian, plain and simple.
Right,
Do
right.
continue.
So any way that they can create a division between two main groups, Christians and Muslims, uh, you know, black against white, straight against gay, whatever the case may be. And it's imagine that they're they're growing a plant in their garden, and so
Mhm.
they can continues to feed it, right?
Yeah,
uh, and feed it and make it grow and grow this rebellion into something major and massive that's going to sweep through the countryside,
yep,
creating hate and discontent. We've seen this play out over and over and over again, of course, with the replacement migration. uh,
yep,
you know, um, that over that taxes overtaxes everything. Your water supply, your food supply, your power supply, your housing, the financials. Everything gets taxed, overtaxed,
yep,
and then of course tensions rise, and there you go. Now
yeah,
you have basically government sanctioned violence against its own people, with people not from around here. Uh,
correct.
one that here would be absolute treason. I mean, it's likened to another um, an army invasion from a foreign invasion
Yeah,
onto your lands. So they are within their rights, the people of the country, to say, hey, we need to stop, stop this. You know, this is bad. There's our women folk cannot go out by themselves.
no, I, I, I
That,
will
that's
not
what
let.
Europe is facing. That's what
Yeah,
Britain is facing. That's what Australia is facing. Their women who used to be able to go out and do whatever the hell they want at
yeah.
any point in time now have to have basically armed escort men with them, and even that doesn't help.
Well,
And we're I will just very briefly touch
hmm,
on the trafficking as well, and
hmm,
the R words.
hmm,
Because
hmm,
the young kids are in serious risk in those
yes,
countries. We've
yes,
all seen the one, the girl that carried a freaking axe
yep,
to school. She was 10 years old, and she fought off this guy and a girl, that a man and a woman that were trying to take them. These two girls, young girls in, what is it, Ireland, I think it was. But yeah, yeah, they're. But you see how the government, the authority, right?
yeah,
They ostracize those people. They're like, oh, no, 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 that's wrong speak. That's wrong think. No, we
no,
can't have you doing that. So you know here,
and
luckily, we have guns, and we don't play that shit. They don't
no,
have anything. They can't
yeah,
even have a sharp, pokey stick. You
correct,
know.
right. And that's the thing, you know. I told the COO, you do not go to any stores at night by yourself anymore. Period. I'll go with you, and we'll go together, and you know we'll do shenanigans together in the store because you know me, I'm that guy that when I'm with my wife, we have fun.
Right.
And you know, at the same time, I'm watching, and situational awareness is in full blown effect. You walk up or do something wrong, you will get handled.
Jason, new speak. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so that's just part of it. And that what that does, that criminal, when you just totally destabilize a society, a civilization with such major crime, because you've brought in so many different types of people they don't have your same values, they don't
Right.
have the same morals. Matter of fact, they were probably hand selected and hand picked because they came out of prison. They did these things.
Hmm.
We know about the Tren de Aragua. They were all
Oh,
incarcerated, and they
yep.
just opened up their prison and said, one-way ticket to America. You've been exiled to America.
Exactly. Yeah. And now we got to deal with them. And fortunately, we will.
Oh yes, we will
We
absolutely.
will. We
They,
have
they
the
they
world's
they do
largest
have.
private army.
They
Yeah.
do. I mean, we do. Yes. They can work clandestine. They can
Hmm.
go underground. They are part of the criminal underworld, so they can survive.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
But they'll know their place, which is over there in the darkness, in the shadows, playing, selling
Yep.
crack and running from the cops. But
Right.
that's how we like it. That's how we like our crime. uh,
Yes.
and everybody is going to they're going to learn to stay away from the real big stuff, and not try to tear up society too much, make too much of a footprint. And that's how a free society basically steals with crime,
Yeah.
until one day, some attorney general or somebody is going to try to make a name for himself, a lawyer, a mayor, I'm sorry, somebody, and he's going to put together a task force to get rid of all of them, right? And that's the only time they'll really see some heat, right? That's
Exactly.
how, that's how we like to do. We don't like to deal with it in our face, because you start walking down the street, with AK-47s and machetes, talking in a strange language, and doing your thing. Well, that's not going to go well for you. You know,
Mm-mm.
you,
Not at
you
all.
it would be better if the police dealt with you.
Yes.
It would be.
Absolutely.
They will be nice. They will just incarcerate you.
Yes.
Uh,
We don't play.
there's a sleeping giant in all throughout the world, not just here. And of course, the world knows it, that we're here. We have 550 million guns that they think they know of, uh,
Correct.
in this
Key
country.
word
So
in that sentence is think.
yeah, they think 18 plus million veterans, various degree of abilities and physical attributes, right? Uh, and so it's, they have to do it through some kind of way of financial, or something of that nature, right? To
Yes.
destabilize us.
Yes.
But we will take care of our own. But the world, they've been setting the conditions for what's next. Same with us too, right? So the whole world has been set up for this fall,
Right.
um, and there's some holdouts.
Yeah.
We do see some hope. Nepal, right? The great rebellion they had.
Yes.
Mexico is starting to get some heat. They just had a big, massive, fairly decent showing of force from the people. About
Yep.
towards Shine Bomb, and it's all about this world government thing that everybody seems to be in, the young global leaders. And yeah, it's not they've proven that it's not a conspiracy. They've proven that, you know,
Correct.
and
Correct.
everybody wants to get a part of this. The Russians are playing their part, the Chinese are playing their part, the Israelis are playing their part, the Iranians, even the United States, Canada, Mexico. Now, who's next? Maduro, right?
Maduro.
It's so everybody's playing their part
Yeah.
in this massive global crisis that's going to come to fruition. And hopefully, they're hoping that that will galvanize all the power and put us in our place.
No. No. And you're right. And in other news, listen to this, y'all. Y'all have heard me talk about AI, and
Oh, yes.
I'm not a fan of it. I mean, does it have its uses? Yes, limited, but because man has written it, therefore they are going to, not saying they can or will, they're going to corrupt it. Listen to this. There's a story, a dangerous tipping point. A startup company announced the world's first AI led hacking campaign, prompts both alarm and skepticism among experts. AI startup Anthropics announced that it detected the world's first artificial intelligence led hacking campaign, has prompted a multitude of responses from cybersecurity experts. They said it assistant Claude Code was manipulated to carry out 80 to 90% of a large scale and highly sophisticated cyber attack with human intervention required.
Mm. Wow.
This company is based in California, San Francisco, which attributed, quote, this coming straight from Al Jazeera News, which attributed the attack to Chinese state sponsored hackers. They did not specify how it had uncovered the operation, nor identified the roughly 30 entries that it said had been targeted. I
Yeah. I mean, we have the Pandora's box has been opened, right?
Yes.
AI.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they have super hacking abilities. They're really good at processing
Mm-hmm.
uh, tons of information. Just
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
making short work of computing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, as a hacking tool, man, that's got to be a powerful hacking tool.
Yeah,
Power.
absolutely. Running on, it would not surprise me, especially over there in ping pong land, if they don't already have that hooked up to quantum computers.
Oh yeah, and so I mean that's the next evolution is that quantum computing. If you haven't looked into computing, it's
Mm-hmm.
the next level of data, whatever data computing. You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
it's it's crazy. It's crazy.
it really is. And on that note, also with AI,
It's
the ex Treasury boss Summers, Howard University, where ex United States Treasury Secretary Larry Summers was on the board of OpenAI and has resigned because his name came up in the Epstein files.
right, right. The Epstein files, and so the Epstein files has worldwide implications.
Mm-hmm.
Worldwide implications.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this was a honeypot blackmail operation on a
Mm-hmm.
worldwide scale. Um,
Yep.
and we're talking multiple agencies, the CIA. the
Alphabet
NSAs,
Gang,
yeah,
everybody.
the
Yeah.
Mossads, the
Hmm.
Hamas, the all the big wigs, all the intelligence, even some Chinese and Russian.
Yep.
I mean, it's remember that Putin. I mean, Putin is the man when it comes to playing that chess game, and
Hmm.
so he is a super spy. That's what he is,
Yes.
and he's
He
running
he
Russia. Yeah.
listened to the prophet Alonzo Harris when he said, "This is chess, not checkers, y'all."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he is. Yeah, I would love to play. I would love to lose to Putin in chess. I would. He would whoop my ass,
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah. So here's my take on the Island Boy Files, as my boy Just Josh calls them.
Mhm.
Um, we will never know the entirety of that because that list is still being used to this day.
Yeah, it's they're using it for leverage against people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're using it for leverage for around the globe.
yeah,
So don't think it just resides here in these great republics, but it's worldwide.
yeah.
And that's my take on it. It's deplorable. It is a debauchery, and anybody who deals with children the way that children shouldn't be dealt with, to the wood chipper with you.
Can I
Plain and
soften them up first? I'd like to soften them up.
you're more than welcome to.
I have a
Yes.
game that I play. Maybe you heard of it.
Yeah, I have the
Probably
gold
not.
jacket. Yeah, I've won the game with one stroke, and yeah,
Oh,
I'm with
goodness.
you. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, like Prince Harry, he's already been excommunicated, right?
Hmm.
And they say, oh, it's because of something else. No, no.
No, no.
Virginia made sure of that. If you know who Virginia is, state of
Exactly.
Union, right?
Yes.
Um, yeah, this has major implications, and it could go either way, right? It could just absolutely mean that a lot of people get burned and put in prison,
Hmm.
or nothing happens.
I'll vote for the latter, plain and simple. And because it's pure debauchery, and it not one name that's on that list would surprise me
Wait, Jason.
unless my name was on there. Then I would be like, oh, wait a minute, nah, we got some bad information here. But all the rest of them to the wood chipper, plain and simple,
Yeah,
plain and simple.
yeah, wood chipper time, but we don't have that type of. We don't have that anymore. You
No,
know what I mean? Where men would say, okay, we're gonna go handle this.
right,
Justice must be served. Nobody
right.
does it anymore. Nobody does it anymore. We rely on investigatives. We rely on attorney generals that are bought and paid for. We rely on police that are doing as they're told, right, or not, right. Don't go over there. Don't arrest that guy,
Supreme Court
right,
justice is all of that. It's
right.
corrupt from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, their names on it too. So they're implicated too. It's Vision Bubba. Oh man, no, no. Say it ain't so. But you see just how a few just how a few leaked emails,
Yeah,
got
leaked.
everybody, even Cheetos Christ.
Yeah,
He got really nervous. And he's like, "Ooh, he's
yeah,
going after Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massey, and hey, get rid of these guys." And they're the good guys. They're
right.
the absolute good guys. They're the righteous ones, and they've never taken any kind of AI pack.
No,
You don't know what
right,
AI pack is? Oh, that's
right. Look it up. Yeah,
yeah. Look it up.
yeah.
They're the largest lobbyer in our Senate and Congress, and they're not from this country, and everything is done in their interest.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So speaking of other country, do you remember when Saudi Arabia's crown prince landed on these soils and visited the president.
Right?
What, why do you come to this country to pledge $1 trillion? A
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
Trillion with a T, y'all. And go home with F-35s. And who
Right?
knows what else.
Right? I mean, it's that it appears that the American First policy that somebody became CEO of is basically no, it's America First to sell out is basically it should be said America First to sell out, and everything's getting sold, everything's getting. I mean, there's a lot of vets here and a lot of GWAT. So the president of Syria used to be the head top Al Qaeda guy. He's responsible for a lot of deaths, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things. Well,
Mm-hmm.
he was given a grand tour of the White House because he's the president of Syria, right?
Yeah.
A very influential person. So it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter if you're on some list or whatever. It doesn't matter your atrocities, right? It's what kind of power do you have?
Mm-hmm.
That's the rest of the world. That's what the world is doing. They're what kind?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I like you, even though you're a freaking Idi Amin warlord, and
Yeah.
you've got a basement full of right hands for some strange reason, and there's 30,000 of them in there, whatever.
Exactly.
I mean, but you have power and you have influence. So why don't you come on in? We can talk. Have a seat.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
Really. And it never. No, we're not even going to talk about the atrocities. Matter of
No.
fact, if somebody does, we'll throw them out and
Yeah.
call them tribute.
Yeah. And so, there was one reporter that said, wait a minute,
Mhm.
you're gonna sell F-35s to Saudi Arabia, but you're already selling F-35s to Israel. What are we doing here?
Yeah, yeah. Now, a lot of people are going to say they're going to argue, oh well, we're going to give them the weak F-35s, right?
Yeah.
They're going to be
Come down the tech in them.
Yeah, right, right. But how hard is it to, if you pay a little extra money, get that module that you need to, do over the horizon targeting, or better, freaking stealth or whatever the case may be. You want to upgrade, but you bought it from Saudi Arabia and you're our sworn enemy. But we'll sell this to you if you're willing to go over there and attack them.
Mm-hmm.
See, I mean, it's that's kind of like the big world, playing with the little world
Mm-hmm.
risk. It's you don't have to destroy your enemies. You can have your enemies destroy your enemies for you.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's just it. Um,
Yeah,
and,
that's
and it's sad. And I never thought in my lifetime would I see the debauchery done in the open is so blatant.
yep, yep. I've mentioned it before. It's the parade of debauchery.
Yeah.
And with these, because they believe this is their what everything they see that we're seeing
Mm-hmm.
is a scripted event. It literally imagine it a play, a theater. That's how
Mm-hmm.
they're acting all this out.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, the parade of debauchery that comes out, and it'll get to the point where you can actually tell somebody something bad is going on, and they just won't believe you, or they won't
No.
care.
Yeah, we're desensitized. They
Yeah,
have desensitized us, and now they can pretty much do whatever they want.
yep.
Yeah. So with that, how many of y'all in the chat, and I'm gonna throw this out here, and I need your participation in the chat. How many of you folks know who Ryan James Wedding is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know that name. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Ryan James Wedding. Don't Google him. Prepper Book Club said, who? Jason said 2. I'm going to take it that you don't know, and that's okay. Loretta says, I have an idea. Well, that's how it starts, with an idea. Rabbit said, yep, KP's like 2. Okay.
Enlighten us.
I'll enlighten you. The U.S., these republics have raised the reward for ex-Olympian turned drug lord, as 7 of his crew were arrested in Canada. Okay? Ryan James Wedding is the ex-Canadian snowboard Olympian. Okay? Now, if you want to make $1 or 2, you can go hunt for this dude down in Mexico, and if you provide any information leading to his arrest, you too will get a check for $15 million.
You know, I have this sudden urge to go snowboarding now, and I've never done it before in my life.
That makes 2 of us. The State Department has raised its reward for information leading to the arrest of a former Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin, as Canadian authorities announced 7 people linked to the fugitive have been arrested. Apparently, they are comparing this guy as a modern day Pablo Escobar.
Wow. That's, from humble beginnings. From humble beginnings.
Yes.
I just want to surf the snow, bro. That's all I
Yeah.
want to do, bro. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right, Jason. What'd you say? From snowboarder to the big snow. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Mexican government is hiding him, really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. So he he's on the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. He's 44 years old. He's believed allegedly to be hiding in Mexico. Our fearless, well, I can't say the word fearless. The director of the FBI
oh, I can't. Yeah.
said the reward for information leading to his arrest now stands at 15 million, which was raised from 10 million to 15.
It's my Cash Patel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He was indicted in 2024 for conspiracy to distribute and possess cocaine, conspiracy to export cocaine, and conspiracy to commit unaliveness. He said
Unapplied.
this guy is extremely dangerous.
Wow. He will ollie to head.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. So he went from Olympic snowboarder to massive drug kingpin.
Wow. Wow. And what? He's in Canada now. He's been arrested. Right?
No, he's not
Oh,
arrested. He had
he's at
7
large.
people. 7 people in his crew were arrested in Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Allegedly, he's hiding out in Mexico.
Yardbirds. Oh, he's in Mexico. Okay. Yeah.
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 So, do you think they'll find him?
Nope. Mm,
Yeah.
nope. We already
Yardbird
know
said,
we've got.
"I'm waiting for it to be raised to 20 million before I go catch him."
Yeah.
I'm with you on that, Yardbirds. Yeah.
Yeah.
15 million ain't going to do it for me. Yeah. Kenna John said, I know nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Right. And that's just it. Yeah. That exactly, Psalm 146. She said, I'm still surprised that snowboarding is part of the Olympics. I haven't watched the Olympics in a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, don't care about it. That's another send the people to the Coliseum. Yeah. So, but that's the world of snowboarding and illicit drugs, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Canada John. I'm sure you haven't. Of course you haven't.
Right, Jason. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see. I mean, maybe this is uh, the distraction, right? You know, this could be just a distraction because it's odd. It's odd that okay, they voted on the Epstein files being released and all that. Of course, they
Mhm.
have to be redacted. And
Yeah.
the one person, well, there's two, right? Pam Bondi and Cash Patel are the ones in charge of
Mhm.
disseminating this information. Yeah, don't trust
Yeah.
them too much. I mean, yeah, it's going to be totally redacted, and you know, of course, they have their guidelines.
Oh yeah.
Their guidelines.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's just it. But that's all we're gonna spend the time on him. If they catch him, okay. If they don't, okay. If
right.
any of y'all catch him, just remember old VP over here, please.
I say go. I'm going to go ahead and try to claim that 15 million now. I'm going to say that go check out the snowboards, the snowboarding mountains, and if not, if he's in Mexico and
Yeah.
he's Pablo Escobar, and he's got Pablo Escobar status. He
Yeah.
probably made his own snowboarding mountain with his own
Exactly.
snow.
Yeah.
Right?
He,
Everything else is 90 degrees, 120 degrees, right? Smells like tacos and dog shit, but there's a mountain with like 30 below snow right now, and this
exactly.
this this guy is just having a good time right now.
Right.
That's
And of course,
that's gonna be
they're
fun.
not going to look there.
Yeah, it's not strange at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Exactly. So, what else is going on in the burning world, Professor?
Man, well, I'm since we're getting short on time, I'm gonna give you some
You're
hope.
fine.
I'm gonna give you some hope, man, some hope. Uh, so we know this evil empire is taking over the world. We've been watching this evil empire take over the world for years, for years. And but they're losing. They
Hmm.
are losing, and they're but that could be still dangerous because they're desperate. So they might make a desperate move, you know, create some kind of massive crisis world thing. But for the most part, we're seeing decent people coming up and standing up and for what's right and saying that's enough. We're not going to play this game, and you're not going to get away with this. We're going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And they're doing it in a, shall I say, rather non-violent way. I was expecting, torches and pitchforks in the streets. That still might come to fruition,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I think that the evil slithering lizard overlords are kind of, they're nervous right now. They're very,
Yeah.
very nervous.
Yeah.
So we might have to go through some type of collapse, maybe something financial, as they leave and steal all the money. But I think we'll rebuild. I think we'll be fine. You know.
I'm with you on that. And the sad part is two things. I never thought I would see it in my lifetime, but I'm more concerned for my children and my grandchildren.
Yep.
As the T-shirt says, if evil is present, let it come during my time, so that my children can live in peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a nice guy. I'm a good guy, and
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing, folks. Plain and simple.
Yep.
We're on the right path.
Yep. Being, retaining some kind of self reliance, especially during the storm, the chaos, and then coming out on the other side is what's going to, save us.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's going to help. It's going to help.
We just got to make it through to the other side, folks.
Yeah.
And that's why we prepare. That's why we pray, we prep, and we practice. That's it. That's why we do what we do. And it's don't get caught up by the media mafia, okay? Because that's what they want. They want you to cower, and they want you to not be able to think straight, and they want you to go out and just spend, and then have nothing when everything goes down.
Yeah, they want to rule over the ashes. They do.
Yes. Thank you, Scott. Hey, couldn't do it without y'all in the chat first and foremost, and y'all are what matter to me. And this guy up here, this is my dude, and the rest of the Ohio family, y'all. I couldn't have did this if I tried. And definitely Stephen King could not have made up everything that's going on in the world. But y'all are what counts to me. Y'all are the reason why I keep doing what I'm doing. When I'm not going to say tired, because being tired is for losers. When I'm exhausted, when I don't feel like it, when I prefer to be doing something else, I'm here, continuing to run my mouth, because somebody has to be that light in the dark, because if there is light, darkness cannot exist. It can't. You can't. It cannot. Darkness cannot exist when there's light. Plain and simple. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be the light, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall in line with the media mafia and all these other people that think they're running the show. Because guess what, y'all? We can pull the plug at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime. Yep. I'm a professor. Help me out with the quote that you always say.
We are many, they are few. We do what we want. They do what they can.
I love that.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I love that. And he is absolutely right.
And it doesn't have to be, it could be in any way, particular fashion that we see fit. There's the walk away. There's the defund the government. Think about that. If 330 million just stop paying taxes, really?
Could you imagine that?
Yeah. Just don't go to the DMV. Don't care about your license. Don't care about any of the regulations. Just we don't care. Just I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you, government. Goodbye. I'm going to go
Yeah.
do my thing now. I mean, just that alone would send a clear and present message to them. They're like, oh no, right? We don't have to get the we don't have to Joe said, what's his name, Daddy Joe, Sugar Boy Joe. You need F-35s to take down the government. No, you don't.
No, we don't.
We are the government. We, the people, are the government. We're the boss, and if we don't like you up there, we can just get rid of you, and it'll be rather quickly.
Yeah.
We could just turn our backs on you.
Correct.
So easy, the walk away. I like the walk away too, but I turn it over to you. I know we got limited time.
Oh no, you're fine. We
you know me.
we got 7 minutes left, because we said the world in 60 minutes, and I ran my mouth for the first 8.
Right. I think there's hope for the world, but there's a fight There's a fight, and it's not a particularly easy fight.
Nope.
It's not a
Not
clear cut fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm going to kill this pestilence, this parasite. I'm not going to face the bully and break his nose. It's more because they've engineered this for us to do it to ourselves. So it is a war over the minds, hearts and minds of men and women out there. So it's it's more of a principle than it is
right.
a kinetic thing, but it can go kinetic. It
Yes,
could.
it
It
can
will.
very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It could go kinetic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh, but we have to understand and realize that it's also fear, right?
Mm,
The fear of loss,
mm-hmm.
the fear of losing everything that you've worked hard for, the fear of you being taken to jail or worse, and your family has to go through the rest of the world, the life without you taking care of them. It's a harder. We have harder decisions to face. You
Yes.
know. Um, I mean, are you going to stand idly by as somebody gets taken to jail because of a bad tweet? Or are you going to, stop and defend them? Show
You
up
gonna
and
be that nice guy or that good guy, that nice
right.
lady or that good lady.
I mean, a nice person. I like this thing where you're going with the nice and the good. Good guys are good at things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're good at things.
Mm-hmm.
Nice guys are just nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a nice guy. Right, nice guys usually finish last. Right, usually how it works. But you
It
got to be
is.
good at something.
I'm good at a couple of things.
Right, right. Yeah.
Two or three. That's about it. That's all it goes. Two or three.
Yeah.
And folks, especially the. So let me ask y'all this: have y'all seen these new AI prepper channels that generate videos and this, that, and the other, and they've got 135,000 subscribers, and they've only been on YouTube for like 3 weeks. I'm exaggerating, but if you listen to it or to them, they're all painting the same freaking narrative. See, because I'm that guy, being 98 years old. I listen for what I don't hear. I hear no humanism in what they're saying.
Yeah.
Be careful. Be careful of listening to that stuff and taking its advice. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I've noticed that they're a lot of things they just kind of glaze over, and they also say like,
Mhm,
well, if you do this, you're going to just it's you're going to fail, right?
mhm, mhm,
It's they're setting us up for failure, trying to
mhm.
convince us that everything we're doing is all for naught. You know.
Exactly. Paul J. Conroy Sr. says they're all crap, in my opinion. Listen to one or two of them, and they were worthless. Absolutely. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Listen for what you don't hear. That's how you can tell instantly if they're AI. And of course, they show cartoons and pictures and yeah, no real world substance.
Yep.
Yes, you did, Holly. Who you met who in person?
Yeah.
You
I
met
met
me in
Holly
person.
too.
Yes, I met
She's
you
a,
in
she's
person.
a real person. Yeah,
She
I
is a
know
real person. Yes. Along with Rule 2IC. He is a real person. I even had a coffee at his tent. I had breakfast with Little Rule. I had breakfast with Little Rule and watched him devour bacon.
her.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But folks, be careful, okay? because they are trying to deceive us any way they can
Yep.
to corral us into their
There's many names.
yeah.
The techno autocracy, the oligarchical plutocracy, the Hegelian dialect. You want me to go on? The list goes on.
Please do. Go
Basically,
right
it
ahead.
means in complete enslavement for us.
Yes,
In every aspect of our lives.
yes. And Karen, unfortunately, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Karen said most will die. However, pockets of humanity will survive. You're absolutely correct. And I prefer to be on the side of being part of those that restart everything.
Yeah, the side of the righteous. I mean,
Yeah,
have to go
that
there.
right. Literally.
You know.
Yeah, yeah. Blue Butterfly said, "Me too. I was there." You're right, Blue Butterfly.
Yeah, I met
Yeah,
Blue. She fed me bacon and
there
moonshine.
you, there you go. Bingo. So Jason said, "Lots of hopelessness in many spheres by AI." Absolutely. That's the narrative they're trying to paint. What do you want, buddy? You're sleepy. Look at you. You can barely hold your eyes open. You're sleepy.
Met Ohio Valley Peppering too. So
OVP? Yeah, I met
met
him too.
OB and Reba and his wife.
Yes. Yardbird said, hold on. You mean to tell me this live stream isn't AI?
Yeah.
No, no. This is not AI. Not AI,
Hi,
Yardbirds.
hi, 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 hi. Welcome to Vision Preparedness. I used to love Max Headroom. You remember
Met
that guy?
Tantrum all day,
Max,
every
Max,
day.
Max Headroom.
Yes, yes. You're absolutely right, Boone. I'm with you. Yeah, I read the book
Oh,
frequently.
Reba was after a squirrel. Right on.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we knew back in the day too. I mean, it's this whole the transhumanism. That's where it's going, and it
Mm,
starts with these biometrics. It starts with the AI hacking and surveillance infrastructure. And constant. It never takes a break ever.
right. It doesn't.
Watching us at every move and compiling all this information. It's been studying us for a long time. So got to know thy enemy. You got to study them in and out. And
Know
so,
thy enemy, folks.
and they know us. They know us pretty well. But there's something that AI just can't do that humans are known to do. Right? You
Right.
know. I mean, we have this we. We have feelings. Yes, we have feelings, and a lot of times those feelings kind of get overlooked. But feelings and being analytical as well, which
Hmm.
of course AI is absolute analytical, right?
Hmm.
We can be creative.
Yeah.
We can have creative. Uh, just we can make up creative solutions to problems where AI can't do that,
Right.
right? They just can't do that. And
Right.
we can build things with such a vision. One could argue AI was the vision. Well, even more, a longer vision. Yeah, that vision. No, I'm not saying you're AI, bro. I met you too. The art of deception. I mean, they're trying. That's what AI is doing, is studying us so they can deceive us. And it's very simple. It's very simple. Those who dare win. Tell me where that comes from.
Right.
But
Correct.
the SAS, those who dare wins. Um, so that's what we're seeing across this world. That's just going to be a part of it, you know, ruled over by the rule. We're going to be in the ashes, ruled over by our techno autocratic warlords, with their surveillance drones and AI robots, walking through the cities in the rubble. That's what they want for us. And of course, us to be robots as well, to be totally in control, being controlled by AI, because we've got the implants, we've got the chips, we've got whatever. We've been hacked. Yuval Harari has already said it. I'm praying for another brother. Right. So the whole world is going through the exact same thing, and it's gonna we're gonna have to do one of two things, either allow this to happen or fight it.
Dude, dude, dude. Thank you.
Yep, cyborgs and holograms. That's right.
And cold quakes. Yes.
Cold Crakes, believe the lies.
And Titus waves. Yes. But folks, seriously, don't just keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head on a swivel. Spend time with the ones you love. Laugh. And keep on prepping. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
It's really
Chase.
life is hard enough. Just life, because the world does not like anybody.
Oh no. Everything's trying to kill you.
Yeah. And yeah. We're gonna come out pretty good on the other side. But with that, I want to thank my guy, the professor, bruh. You hit it out the park tonight as well, as always.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
That's why when I came up with the title, I had to reel you in. And I know it's past your bedtime, and I appreciate you taking the time. And folks, I'm going to leave y'all with this, and y'all know, keep on prepping, because your family, they really do depend on you. And it depends on your life. Yeah. We'll see y'all on the other side. God bless everybody. Have an amazing evening. The weekend is upon us. We are hours away. Professor, take us out with some wisdom.
Ah, man, you had to put me on the spot here. Wisdom. Wisdom for me is doing stupid things and surviving. And I think that's what this country, which we're approaching 250 years, as opposed to all the other countries that have went through thousands. We're going to do stupid things as a country, but we're going to survive it. And that will be our wisdom.
There you go, folks. With
Skull.
that, skull. Have a good night, everybody. Do me a favor or three. If you have not, smash the like button. Number two, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Because YouTube doesn't like us. They won't let us get into the algorithm. No matter how many cute puppies that show up, it just don't happen. Okay? And share this out. Share this with somebody who's asked you a question or two about prepping. And with that, we will see you in the next video. Again, God bless everybody. Have an amazing night. The time is now.